Well, Doppler 10 meteorologist Ross Caruso, he's in now. He's been tracking this winter storm that is headed our way, and
that's not so warm.
Yeah.
I'm still talking, so the motor's still running, and we're just getting within that 24-hour time frame where we're really going to start to get ready and prepped for this storm. And as we get closer, we'll see some tweaks with the forecast. Overall, not any big changes for you. It's looking like it's actually going to be, believe it or not, colder going into Friday afternoon. Don't want to hear that, but it's looking like for the most part things still pretty much on tap for us as what we were talking about earlier. Want to go through all of it for you though as we head into this evening, and especially if you have some plans kind of up in the air for the holiday weekend, we'll talk through it. But again, we are seeing this winter storm unfold across parts of the upper Midwest. Things are awfully quiet for us. You can see all of the alerts that we have in play. Dozens, actually probably more than dozens of winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings, winter storm watches also will be taking effect for us. Nothing in effect for us here in Central Ohio for the time being, but you can kind of see, and this should show you just kind of the confidence with the National Weather Service where they're expecting most of the significant potential out of this winter storm, but we're still going to be facing some pretty big impacts for us, and we could see some changes with that as well. And also what you couldn't see there on that previous graphic was the fact that we also have blizzard warnings in effect. Something might be, not in the cards for us, just considering with how the system's moving through. But again, a blizzard warning, you don't need specific amounts of snow. You just need snow falling, snow on the ground, strong winds and limited visibility sustained for a few hours. That's where you could see those blizzard warnings. So again, something we haven't seen in quite some time, but it is potentially possible with how strong these winds are going to get for us. All is calm though this evening, actually a little bit warmer at this hour, sitting at 37 degrees, so very mild for us heading into the overnight. We're going to continue to see these temperatures hover in the low to mid 30s as we head into your Thursday morning. Quiet start to the day, but we will see chances for rain kind of off and on through the day on Thursday. Just a nuisance rain that we'll be dealing with, nothing extremely heavy. We will see the potential for some heavy rain that's going to come through though as we head into late Thursday night. Still anticipating this front crossing through where we'll see that big changeover from rain to snow as we approach midnight. With that, we're going to see a temperature drop that might be one of the biggest temperature drops in about a 9-hour time frame, where we could essentially go from about 42 degrees to 2 degrees in a span of about 9 hours. And you can see quickly how those temperatures will fall well below freezing. Probably shortly after midnight, we'll start to see a lot of that snow begin to taper off. So we're not looking at a lot of time dealing with snow, but we are going to be dealing with the potential for that rapid refreeze or flash freeze, where essentially any sitting or standing water will be freezing over. Because let's look at our temperatures going into the morning for us on Friday. Not much more snow expected, but with the strong winds, we're going to continue to see blowing snow across the area. So again, just kind of highlighting the time of the day where you don't want to be out on the roadways, especially going into late Thursday night. Going into Friday morning, again, we'll see that change over to snow. Most of the snow will be pretty much done with by around daybreak, but we're still going to be dealing with those strong winds and, of course, blowing snow across the area as well, which is going to be limiting your visibility. So if you have the possibility of changing your plans, maybe holding off until hitting the road, perhaps later in the morning on Saturday, probably would be your best bet. But we're also going to be looking at the potential for some accumulating snow as well. And with that, we're going to be looking at potentially 1 to 3 inches here in Central Ohio. North and west could see an additional inch or so, more in that 2 to 4 range. But again, not so much a big snowstorm for us, more so the impacts of those strong winds, gusts in excess of 40 to 50 miles an hour as we head into the afternoon for us on Friday. Again, sub-zero wind chills. It's going to feel like it's 10 below pretty much from Friday morning all the way through Christmas morning. So while the winds will be backing off, look at those temperatures, single digits, teens, and it's going to feel like it's below zero through much of the holiday weekend, but we will catch a break. And hey, new year, new weather. We're back into the 50s going into New Year's Day.
Oh, wow.